It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Indians got 11 hits overall as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-1. Heading into the day, the Yankees sit in third place in the American League East Division, and the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central. The Twins combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 4-0. At the start of the day, the White Sox are in third place in the AL Central, and the Twins are fourth in the division. Alex Gordon smacked a home run and drove in 3, leading the Royals to the win over the Tigers 6-4. As of today, the Royals are in second place in the AL Central, and the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. The Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. It was their 5th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the Rays are in last place in the AL East, while the Blue Jays are atop the division. The Orioles earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-2. In the standings, the A's sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Orioles are in third place in the AL East. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim put together 10 total hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-1. At the start of the day, the Mariners are in third place in the AL West, and the Angels are second in the division. The Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-5. Heading into the day, the Rangers sit in fourth place in the American League West, and the Red Sox sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Giants brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in last place in the NL East, and the Giants are in second place in the NL West. The Nats launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-1. As of today, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division, while the Phillies are second in the division. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-6. At the start of the day, the Mets are in third place in the NL East, and the Rockies sit in third place in the National League West Division. The Cincinnati Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 3-2. Heading into the day, the Reds sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division, and the Marlins sit in fourth place in the National League East Division. The Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-2. In the standings, the Brewers sit in first place in the National League Central Division, and the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. The Cubs pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-0. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, while the Cubs are second in the division. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 9-6. As of today, the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West, and the Astros are in first place in the AL West. The Dodgers completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-1. They now have 5 straight wins. Heading into the day, the Padres are in fourth place in the NL West, and the Dodgers are atop the division. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out west in the American League, Alex Claudio won his first game of the season, leading the Rangers over Detroit 4-3. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-4. Blake Treinen earned the third W of his season as the Athletics defeated the Astros 5-4. The San Francisco Giants combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 2-1. The Chicago Cubs hit 3 long balls as they manhandled the Marlins 9-2. The Cincinnati Reds had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 9-8. Matt Wieters made history by hitting for the cycle as the Nationals took care of the Padres 7-4. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Milwaukee Brewers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jimmy Nelson gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway in America's Dairyland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion, Edwing as they call him. He had an on-base percentage of over .450 last month. There are a lot of things you can look at in this game, but that's one thing that just stands out. If you're getting on base that much, you're not making a lot of outs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's 1 for 3. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Ready with another 0-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Yelich on the move. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Edwin Encarnacion. He's come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs. First offering on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering is taken, strike one.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. High and deep to left center field. Yelich going back at the track, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion, number 14 on the season, and with it the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Here's Michael Brantley. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. In his career, Brantley has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Brantley, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
2 out, nobody on. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
3-2.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Into the box, Norman Payne, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes.
Ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Brantley at second with 2 down. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
From the belt, the pitch. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Yelich is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this two-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Miller Park. It's now 2-0 Indians. Mike Clevenger will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Into the box now, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board. And that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Clevenger is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty V. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Nope.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 2-2 offering. And that one just missed outside. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. And that misses for ball 4. So an early base runner in the bottom half as they're trying to get one or both of those runs right back.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter. And, oh, yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He's set and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Comes set and the 0-1 is looked at for ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And a fastball just a bit up. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Nobody out, runner on first. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Travis Shaw has in store. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Three and one.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Santana carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Kane over at second. Braun at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Oh, 2 to Travis Shaw. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
But there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Arcia has a play. 1 out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Kristen Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014, covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
Striding in for the Indians, Mike Clevenger, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And he takes a called strike 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 0-1. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in, Manny Pena. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Henderson Alvarez is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 58, Henderson Alvarez.
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Left side. Ramirez is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And fellas, when you take a look at the numbers on this guy, this starting pitcher has a low ERA, a low strikeout rate. And what that means to me, obviously he has an amazing rapport with his catcher, working all quadrants, east, west, north, south. But it also means that his defense does some serious nice cleaning for him. Watch for that one today. Someone's going to make a big play.
Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Bases are empty. One man out. Ball and a strike. Missed with a slider.
The count is 2-1.
Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Here's a high pop-up. Alvarez waits on it, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Indians on top, 2-0. Ready for another chance. Jose Ramirez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
First baseman number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
So 1 gone in the inning for Edwin Encarnacion. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too high, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
In now, Michael Brantley, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box now, Norman Payne, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Payne is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
This is the classic case of the modern day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jimmy Nelson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Nelson.
First pitch on its way. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Now the pitch. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. 261 the average coming into action here. No home runs as of yet, and 7 driven in. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. And he misses. 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Naquin's on his horse. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. A wave and a miss.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. Here's a high pop-up. Gomes is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Indians 2 and the Brewers nothing. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Naquin. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yan Gomes. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cain is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting.
In now for Cleveland, Henderson Alvarez. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First offering on its way. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Georgia. Francisco Lindor.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Lifted down the line in left. Yelich on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Tribe. They're up 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps in to get things started. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch to 0-2. Good changeup with some depth.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2. What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1. Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. Striding in once again, Domingo Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Dribbled to the right side. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Now at the plate, Travis Shaw looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack.
The 1-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Naquin's under it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down. It's 2-0. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Now here's the pitch. That misses. 2-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 2-1 home. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Brantley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Encarnacion stands at second with 2 gone. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And another foul ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Coming to the plate now, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Digging in now, Orlando Arcia hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The count now at 2-2. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And that's the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He popped out in his first trip. And now a pitch on the way. Fly ball right down the line in left. Brantley on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in once again, Norman Hayne. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Norman Hayne.
Now the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Popped him up. Shaw in foul ground, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.
Matt Albert.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, definitely should have been a 2-ball there, but you got to get one first. Got under the feed to second and just sailed it. Could be a costly mistake.
Eric Thames will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0 home. Pulled toward right center field. Villar is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, and they're runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. A play at the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 61, Dan Otero.
Yonder Alonso is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Leading off for the Brewers, first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 is a strike called on the outer part of the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chopper to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
At center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air to right field. Cain moving in. And there goes the combined no-hitter.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In is Christian Yelich, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-0. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Ramirez is there. Kipnis. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Ryan Braun. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. From the stretch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Now the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Yelich at second with 2 down. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Right side. Kipnis is there. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They're down 2-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Jacob Barnes is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50, Jacob Barnes.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Francisco Lindor.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. 1 out now for the Indians. And their 7th, and standing in now, the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. Lifted down the line in left. Shaw trying to get there, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Popped him up. Shaw has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Still even at 2-2. 2 runs, 9 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Full count still. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Ramirez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016. Just absolutely.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Domingo Santana. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First offering on its way. Popped high in the air. Gomes is under it. 2 down.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Ready once again, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to third. Ramirez is up with it. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Eighth inning coming up. It's the Indians 2 and the Brewers nothing. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Two-0 count. The pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Michael Brantley is on deck. A strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Here's Michael Brantley. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. It'll appear as though we'll see a pinch runner now as Rajay Davis takes over on the base paths.
Rajay Davis.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he's back standing. Davis aboard here at first with nobody out. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 1-1 pitch. That's a strike to throw down.
Count is 1-2.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You might say that steal is on the catcher because the pitcher was so quick to the plate with his delivery, but I think the credit has to go to the base runner. Great jump, and he really showed off his speed there.
No one out with a runner at second. And 2-2.
2-2.
Now a spin and a throwback to second, and he'll be back in standing up. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. A runner at second, nobody out. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Striding in once again, Norman Payne, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Payne is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Working to keep them in the game here. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back easily. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Pena gathers, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe, but they're on top 2-0. Rajay Davis will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 26, Rajay Davis. Now pitching for the Indians, number 24, Andrew Miller.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 fouled away. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Kipnis has it. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Villar leads off first with 1 away. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Aguilar matches up here in this one against his former employer. He was claimed off waivers last year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Throw over to first. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. 9th inning coming up. It's the Indians 2 and the Brewers nothing. Oliver Drake enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yan Gomes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Way out in front. Ready on 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Bradley Zimmer will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is strike two swinging. One out, nobody on. Two balls and two strikes to Bradley Zimmer. Here now the 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Pena has it, and he makes the throw to first. Zimmer is retired, two down now. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Francisco Lindor. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Great. A 6'4" right-hander. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Cody Allen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Cody Allen.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Mike Napoli is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Mike Napoli.
First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. The 2-2 is taken on the inside corner, strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In is Christian Yelich.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field.
Brantley moves over, 2 gone.
First baseman, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. The Brewers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Cleveland Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Henderson Alvarez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Cody Allen records the save, his 10th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Brewers, no runs on only 2 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.